Hey, what's going on guys, and welcome back to another Pixelmon video. In this video, I'll be showing you how to find and catch the extremely rare and powerful ASH GRENINJA, also known as Greninja with the Battle Bond ability. This was Ash's partner from the original Pokemon series, a special type of Greninja with better stats and a more powerful water shuriken attack. Overall, ASH GRENINJA is just a really cool Pokemon, and it's going to be an awesome addition to your team. So let's get right into it and learn how to find and catch ASH GRENINJA as fast as possible. This is being recorded on my own Pixelmon server, pokeresort.com. So if you want to play Pixelmon, hang out with me and thousands of players in the Pokeresort community, or try out some of our awesome custom features like our Pokemon MMO system with 18 different skills to level up, the server IP and install guide is down in the description below. To get started with catching ASH GRENINJA, the first thing you need to do is get yourself a Super Rod. That's because the only way you can find an ASH GRENINJA is by fishing with a Super Rod. So if you have one already, you can skip ahead in the video. If you don't have one yet, there are 3 main ways to obtain a Super Rod, and you can use whichever method you prefer. The first option is to go out and defeat a bunch of Mega Evolved Boss Pokemon. These Mega Boss Pokemon spawn in the world naturally just like normal Pokemon, and every time you defeat one, they have a small chance to drop a Super Rod. Just remember, it has to be a Mega Evolved boss. Regular bosses will not drop Super Rods. The second method is to go fishing with a good rod. You can craft a good rod using the recipe on screen: 3 blaze rods, 1 string, and 1 ultra ball. The blaze rods can be easily obtained by defeating certain fire type Pokemon that drop blaze rods, like Houndoom and Litwick. Once you have a good rod, every time you fish with it, you will have a small chance to fish up a Super Rod. The final option is to use a special Pixelmon skill called Forage. The Forage skill needs to be used on water with a water type Pokemon. It's actually really easy to use the Forage skill. Just throw out one of your water type Pokemon, point your mouse at a body of water, and press the G key. This has a 25-second cooldown per use, and every time you do this, you will have a small chance to find a Super Rod. So those are the 3 best ways to get yourself a Super Rod, and once you have one, we can move on to actually finding the ASH GRENINJA. To get started, head out and explore the Minecraft world until you find a swamp biome. Once you locate a swamp, you'll want to find a body of water within the swamp that is at least 4 blocks deep. This part is super important. Make sure the water is naturally at least 4 blocks deep, or you will have 0 chance of finding ASH GRENINJA when you fish. So you're in a swamp biome with your Super Rod next to a body of water that is at least 4 blocks deep. That leads us to our final step. All you have to do now is fish in the deep swamp water using your Super Rod until you see 3 exclamation marks appear. 3 exclamation marks is the highest level, and that means you have found something extra rare. Unless you get lucky, this part of the process will probably take a very long time, so be prepared to fish for a while or come back later and make multiple fishing trips. Every time you see 3 exclamation marks in the water, there is a chance you will fish up a Greninja. Make sure to battle and catch every single Greninja you find. Most of the Greninjas you fish up will be normal Greninjas without the Battle Bond ability. But there is a small 1 in 70 chance that each Greninja you fish and catch will have the Battle Bond ability, and if you're playing on my Pokeresort server, the chance is massively increased to 1 in 14. You can also skip the extra work of having to catch every single Greninja by using a Pokemon with the Trace ability, like Gardevoir, while in battle. The Trace ability will activate when you enter battle and tell you if the Greninja you fished up has Battle Bond or not. That means you can run from every Greninja with the Torrent ability to save a bunch of time and avoid wasting Pokeballs. So that's about it. After you spend enough time fishing here, you will eventually find a Greninja with the Battle Bond ability, and you will finally have your very own ASH GRENINJA. I hope you guys enjoyed this guide or found it helpful. If you did, make sure to subscribe for more and drop a like on the video. I would really appreciate it. Leave any questions or suggestions down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one.